Monsieur Olivier Segond, Monsieur le directeur du Bureau de développement des télécommunications de l'UIT, Monsieur Amadou Touré, Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs les représentants des organisations internationales et du secteur privé, Mesdames et Messieurs les délégués, Mesdames et Messieurs les représentants des médias, j'aimerais également saluer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody here, His Excellency Mr. Guy-Olivier Segond,
Baltimore Technology, Segond Telecommunications,
representatives of the international organization.
Enfin, Mesdames et Messieurs, chers amis, je déclare ouverte la deuxième conférence sur le partenariat pour la sécurité du commerce électronique organisée par WISeKey et l'Union internationale des télécommunications. J'ai le plaisir de donner la parole à M. Guy-Olivier Segond, qui, par sa présence, nous montre l'importance que Genève apporte aux nouvelles technologies. M. Guy-Olivier Segond.
Monsieur le Directeur général, Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, à l'occasion de cette conférence internationale sur le commerce électronique sécurisé, j'ai le plaisir, l'honneur aussi de vous apporter le salut des autorités genevoises. Mr. Chairman, Mr. General Directors, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is a personal pleasure for me to open this conference and to welcome you on behalf of the government and the people of Geneva. This conference is about secure electronic commerce, but first I would like to paint a wider picture into which this subject fits. In the long history of humanity, man has waited till the 20th century before being able to see his planet from outer space, a small sphere lost in the vastness of the universe, but with no obvious trace of human activity. This view of Earth made us realize that we all live on one and the same very small planet, and that this planet has limits. This collective realization by men and by states lead to the emergence of two concepts, that problems are by nature global and that the Earth has limited resources. This is why most issues and problems, be they related to population, to economic activity, to the environment, or to development, are now taken as worldwide problems and addressed at global summits held in cities such as Rio, Beijing, Cairo, or Copenhagen. This globalization of problems has been accompanied by the globalization of economic activity. The lengthy GATT negotiations were finally concluded here in Geneva by lowering most barriers to world trade and by establishing the World Trade Organization. Today, the principle of free circulation of goods, capital, and services has been adopted by a majority of states, even if the speed and the degree to which this principle is implemented still vary from region to region. This globalization of the economy is constantly increased by the new technologies of information. Worldwide, the number of communication networks is growing exponentially. Coaxial cable network, optical fiber network, physical and virtual network, Earth and space-based network, the capacity to transmit information is fast becoming unlimited. We are now already living in an information-based society in which everyone, thanks to the new communication technologies, will be able to produce, save, process, disseminate information, either in oral, written, or visual form, without any limitation of time, distance, and volume. The information revolution, therefore, adds a new dimension to human intelligence. It will fundamentally modify our way of living, learning, and working. It will overthrow traditional power bases and upset political, economic, and social systems, as well as education, the media, and cultural life. Now, in all this, there's one thing missing. Technology that facilitates economic and social activities is worthless unless it is accompanied by a quality that only the human being can provide. That quality is trust. If we do not trust the technology, we don't use it. Just think of what happened to the peaceful use of nuclear power as a source of energy. Without a global internet-based security infrastructure, we would end up with a digital puzzle where no piece fits exactly with the other. Such is the importance of your conference starting here today. The public key infrastructure, based on a global root certificate, just as that pioneered and established by WISeKey, is the beginning of that trust-building exercise, which will ensure that the information revolution is fully integrated in our daily life. You will be discussing the technical, legal, and financial dimensions of the partnerships that must be built, the role of the International Telecommunication Union as the public body providing the required additional political guarantees to this technology base is essential. The potential to impact upon the widening economic gap between North and South by preventing the growth of another gap, the digital gap, will come through the ITU Electronic Commerce Initiative for developing countries. You have a heavy responsibility to carry in the next days, and I'm sure you will succeed. You need to build trust in public key infrastructure and its related systems so that the puzzle becomes a clear picture. That can only be done through the partnership process. Of course, there will be disagreements along the way, but the end result can never be in doubt. The magnitude of the challenge ahead is in the statistics that between now and the year 2005, an estimated 100 million digital certificates will have to be issued. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, there was a time when a deal was sealed with a shaking of hands. It was a simple and symbolic gesture which left no doubt in the minds of those concerned about the consequences. The deal was done. The chance now exists to introduce this simplicity once more into our business transaction, and this time on a global basis. The digital handshake will become a simple and automatic part of our worldwide commerce, and I am very proud to think that Geneva has once again been able to make a contribution with worldwide consequences. I wish you a very successful conference, and I thank you for your attention.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Nous savions l'attachement de Genève aux nouvelles technologies, mais nous savons aussi votre attachement et intérêt personnel dans ces nouvelles technologies.